Hello, I'm Natan Janogly, the team leader of Team 20 for the NHS Beacons. I'm here to explain and go through our working prototype. The aim of the project is to enable the NHS to track theatre equipment, hospital equipment, staff equipment using beacons and tags. There's going to be two users of our system: NHS staff, people searching for things, for example, doctors, surgeons, nurses, who need to know the location of things as quickly as possible. There'll be one login for them, and there'll also be a login for the NHS admin, who will be able to add items, add new beacons, upload new maps for new built hospitals, as well as updating info for existing items, as well as changing the hospital location. I'm going to show you a quick run through of those two systems. We'll begin with the NHS staff. So they come, they will log in, at which point we've decided, based on our research, to go for the most frequently searched items. We found that people were most likely to need common items very, very quickly that could easily be left somewhere. So we will build a database for each user based on their most frequently searched, present that first to save them time. If that doesn't appear on that list, they can then hop over to the right-hand side and search for any item by name, last known location, or item ID. I should note that there is ability to view all previous history of any of the items just by clicking on them. For example, here we see where the scalpel of ID 1234, where it's been found, which hospital, and on which date. They can then go back, and if they want to search for something else, they can search. We're going to use the scalpel again, and we can use any of these items. And again, we'll click on scalpel and we'll see that same equipment location history. On the staff side, this is all that they're going to be dealing with. We're going to log back out and log back in as the admin staff. So the admin are going to have a very similar login. Obviously, their details will be slightly different. We begin the login process. The admins are going to have the ability to do 4 different options. We've decided to try and make this as separate and as easily possible to identify by giving them different colors and different locations so that they never get confused. We'll begin from left to right. Start with adding a new beacon. They'll enter the beacon's unique identifier, as well as begin to type the location they which would like. And our system will already identify some rooms that have been entered in previously, and he'll be able to select where he wants to place his beacon. He'll click Add Beacon. It will be a clear notification, the change of color as well as the change of text. So he's added a new beacon, and now he can return back to the home screen so he can get these things done as quickly and as easy as possible. Now let's go through the adding a new item process. I'll click Add New Item, add the item's name and unique tag ID. It will then be filled in with yellow to tell them they're good to go. They'll click the change of color, the change of text indicated they've been successful, and this can take them back home. Now, adding a new map is slightly more complicated. They'll be given an option to upload a new map file, in which case they'll click Browse. The standard file explorer will open, they'll click Save, and they'll upload that map. The map will now be uploaded in our own viewer, and they'll be able to assign locations to each of the rooms on our server. So for example, they'll have the ability to drag and drop squares over the area, enter the room's name, click enter, and that location now on the map will be assigned room 110. They'll continue this on and on for the entire map, at which point they'll click submit. They'll get a new notification, new map is uploaded, and they can return to the admin home screen. Now for our last option, to update equipment info and location. They'll come in, they'll search for the piece of equipment that they'd like to update. Let's go by unique ID since it makes this easier. And we like to update the hospital of which this is being kept. They click here, they're given an option to type in the text that they would like to, submit, at which case it's highlighted. So if they're doing many of these at once, they know exactly where the changes have been made. An option now comes to save change and return to the home page, at which point they've completed all of their tasks and they can now log out. That's a working prototype of what we hope to achieve in the next coming months. Thank you.